My name is Pat O'Brien. I got a secret. Think you can guess what it is?
Prom Home Permanent. The new Easy Home Permanent that needs no neutralizer. And White Rain, the fabulous new lotion shampoo that leaves your hair sunshine bright. Present I've Got a Secret, starring Gary Moore.
Thank you very much, and hi out there. How are you tonight? Welcome to another edition of I've Got a Secret, the game that was inspired by the way some people make out their income tax return. And look here, that's what I want to show you. We have won an award, it seems. The New Jersey State Fair has awarded our program, I've Got a Secret, this first prize blue ribbon for being, and I quote, the outstanding television program of its type. We are very grateful, and to all you folks out at the New Jersey State Fair, all I can say is, moo. Never won one that looked like that before. Anyhow, leave us have at another edition of I've Got a Secret. Tonight we have some information about some very nice folks, their private lives, secrets that they're going to try to keep secret from our panel. Now I would like you to meet the members of our panel. First off, a young man who is beginning a new radio quiz show this coming Saturday over CBS called Fun for All, Mr. Bill Cullen. Then the lovely motion picture and television actress, Miss Jane Meadows. Then England's ambassador of befuddlement, Mr. Melville Cooper, and our bright star of movies and television, Miss Lorraine Day. That is our panel. I might say that now that the Giants are officially out of the pennant race, Lorraine, you look more relaxed than I've seen you in 2 months. I'll bet you are. Say, in just a moment, I'm going to introduce you to a lady who has tonight's first... Okay, now we're all set to play I've Got a Secret. How about you, panel? Are you ready, willing, and able?
Aye.
All right, then let us welcome then our first contestant to I've Got a Secret. Will you come in, please, and have a seat? Would you tell us your name, please, and where you're from?
My name is Nellie Brooks Stahl, and I'm from Elyria, Ohio.
Elyria, Ohio. That's an interesting piece of information, panel. You might also be interested in knowing that Mrs. Stahl is the president and founder of the National Widow and Widowers Club. We're very happy to have her with us tonight. Now, you remember, panel, how we play the game. Here's how we do it. Each panelist will get 2 questioning periods of 15 seconds each, but the clock will only time the actual questions. We take time off for audience reaction and for discussion. Now, when a panelist's time is up, he will hear this sound. And I will pay our guest $10 and turn the game over to the next questioner. Twice around the panel for a total loss of $80, and the game is over. Now then, Mrs. Stahl, if you will whisper your secret to me, we will reveal it at the same time to the viewers at home. It is Mrs. Stahl.
Definitely.
Mr. Stahl must be a very nervous man. We will start our questioning with Bill Cullen, and to help classify this secret, Mr. Cullen, I will tell you that it concerns something that Mrs. Stahl has received.
Mrs. Stahl, is this something that you've received more than once?
Oh, yes.
More than 10 times?
Yeah.
Many, many times.
Many, many, many times.
Can any woman receive one of these?
Oh, yes.
If I got home after the show and found out that my wife had received one of these, would I be happy about it?
I don't think so.
Could you get one of these while you're driving an automobile?
Yeah.
Could a policeman in any way be involved in your getting one of these?
Not yet.
Well, no, not, he said, could he be? Yes, a policeman could be involved.
Could you get one of these as a result of parking your car too long in one place?
Mrs. Stahl, as one of the greatest living experts on this subject, says yes.
If a policeman was going to give me one of these, would I try to talk my way out of it?
I would say that you would be quite likely to, yes, Mr. Cullen. $10 down and $70 to go, and the ravishing Miss Jane Meadows.
Mrs. Stahl, I take for granted that this is an inanimate object that you received, is it?
Yeah.
It is. Is this object small enough to hold in your hand?
I think we're going to have to classify our first, or clarify our first answer and say it is not strictly speaking an object. That is, that it is not tangible.
It is not tangible.
Flying saucer.
This thing that you received, is there something unique about it? Have other people received this?
Yes,
Must it be the feminine sex that receives this thing?
usually.
Usually.
Not always, oh. Just seems that way.
And it's an intangible thing. Would it be something in the form of news that you received?
News that you received? No, I hardly think it's ever news to the lady when she receives it.
Yet it's intangible.
Mm-hmm.
Would it help me to know when you received this?
No.
The time period? Would it help me to know where?
No. Your time is up, Miss Meadows. There's $20 down, $60 to go. Mr. Melville Cooper.
Mrs. Stahl, I'm a little befogged, but I'm just wondering, is it in any nature of a caress that you received?
No, it is not a caress.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. I thought it was you kissed in the car or something like that.
That's quite immaterial.
Yeah. What?
To the secret tonight. It is
No, you will
irrelevant.
receive tonight. You received, only from your husband you have received this?
No.
No. Well, when you were a young girl, did your boyfriends, did you receive from your boyfriends?
Yeah.
And it's not in the nature of a caress at all?
No.
Is it a present?
It isn't what, Mr. Cooper?
A present of some sort?
It is not a present, no. There's $30 down and $50 to go. Miss Lorraine Day, who looks like she might know something.
Mrs. Stahl, did you receive one of these from your husband?
Yes.
It wouldn't be a proposal, would it?
Yes, it would.
Are we
However,
supposed to guess
it's only part of the secret.
the number of proposals you've had? Is that the secret? We're to guess the number. Is it over 500? Is it over 1,000?
That is the secret, exactly.
That's the
Mrs.
secret.
Stahl. Before you leave here, I want to tell you that she is the president of the club that I mentioned. What is it? The National Widows and Widowers Club, which is a Lonely Hearts Club in effect. And many of her customers have written to her and saying, look, never mind finding me a girl, how about you? And she's had over 1,000 such proposals. Come back when you've had 2,000 and we'll do it all over again, huh? Thank you so much from Prom Home Cleaning. Now, let us welcome our next guest to I've Got a Secret. Now, panel, I am not going to give you this gentleman's name because if you knew his name, it's quite possible that you would know what his secret is. But, sir, will you tell us what it is you do for a living?
I'm a hog raiser.
He's a hog racer. All right, now, panel, remember how we play. Twice around the panel, and you have lost the game. Now, sir, if you will remind me of your secret, I will at the same time show it to our home audience. All right, panel, to help classify this secret, I will tell you that it is something that Mr. X, the gentleman here, is doing. And all right, we're set to go to start the cross-examination with Miss Jane Meadows.
You're a hog raiser by profession? This thing that you are doing, do you come in direct contact with the hogs when you do this thing?
No, not while he's doing what the secret is.
I see. Are you the only person doing this thing?
No.
Well, the other people that are doing it, do they come in direct contact with hogs?
Not in the course of what they're doing, no, I don't think. Could be.
Is this ever done on a farm?
Yes.
It is. In the doing of it, would you need to use a stool or a bucket? Well, would the doing of it result in the production of more eggs or something like that?
All right, there's $10 down and $70 to go. Let's turn our attention now to Mr. Melville Cooper.
Has this, by any chance, nothing whatever to do with hogs? Yes. Or no?
Well, it's associated.
It's associated with hogs.
Oh, but I think we're going to have to say only very vaguely. So vaguely as to be almost non-existent. I would say no.
Well, is it associated with another animal on the farm?
No.
Not another animal at all. Not with a hog. Is it something not like hog calling or something like that? It's nothing whatever to do with a hog.
That's right. Has nothing to do with the hog.
Or any other animal.
That's right.
Is it a hobby?
Hobby? No.
No,
Is it part of your profession?
no, it's not a profession.
Was it pleasure? Do you like doing it?
Well, I like doing it.
You do?
Well, there's $20 down and $60 to go. We only know that he's a happy man. So let's turn to Miss Lorraine Day.
Mr. X, this thing that you do you make money doing it?
Some do.
Some do, but you don't. Is that it? Well, are you famous for doing this?
No.
Are you here?
Well, let me say that that I would have recognized his name. I would have known what his secret was if he had been introduced to me by name earlier in the evening.
I see. Well, are you here in town now because of this thing that you're doing? I gather from your clothes that you're not a New Yorker. Am I right?
You say New Yorker, you mean a Manhattanite?
Yes.
That's right. Well, he's not a New Yorker at all, as a matter of fact. Where are you from?
Why, you haven't told us he isn't.
Pardon?
You haven't told us he isn't. All you've said is Mr. X. You didn't even
That's
say
right.
where
No,
he was from.
he is not from New York.
Well, does it, the thing that you do have anything to do with the type of clothing you wear? Something that a cowboy would do, or a rancher, or someone from the West?
Well, the clothing has something to do with it.
The
Well,
clothing
I would say,
has something
does it have anything to do with your secret, Mr. X?
Yes.
He wears it for a purpose to help him in his secret, yes.
Are you a performer?
Is he a performer? No. $30 down and $50 to go. Mr. Bill Cullen, who looks very puzzled by the whole thing.
I'm still worrying about, Jane says on the hog farm, does it help you get eggs?
I have a very special breed of hogs.
Yeah. Everybody knows. Listen, this thing that you are doing, has anyone else ever done it?
Yes.
In order to have done it, was it important that they were hog farmers?
No.
Is it in the field, I assume it's in a completely removed field from hog farming, is that right? Is it in the sciences? Is it in politics?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
That's a big help. Yes? Are you an office holder?
No.
Were you ever an office holder?
No.
Do you seek office?
Yes.
Is it a...
There is $40 down and $40 to go. This is the last time around for the panel, Miss Meadows.
You seek office in politics?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you seek a high office?
Well, I'd call it a high office.
Is it in state government or is it national government?
Well, it's not in state.
It's not in state. You're not running for president, are you?
What? This, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Henry B. Krajewski, who is running for the President of the United States on the Poor Man's Party. Thank you very, very much for being here. What do you want to say?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if I am elected, we'll have free milk for the children and also donuts. And this is my campaign money.
It all belongs to you, huh? Okay, fine. All right, now, it is time to have our panel go to work on tonight's special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most beloved actors of our time, Mr. Pat O'Brien. Now, we're going to have our panel start digging for your secret. All right, panel, now let's see how quickly you can expose Pat O'Brien's secret. We will play the game precisely as before, except, of course, in this case, any monies won will go to Mr. O'Brien's favorite charity. Now, Pat, will you whisper your secret to me, please? We'll show it now to the folks at home. To each his own, to each his own. All right, the clue, panel, is that this is something that Mr. O'Brien does. And we'll start the cross-examination off with Bill Cullen.
Mr. O'Brien? Like Zazu Pitts, did Rudolph Valentino teach you to dance? Pat, does this require any special talent, the thing that you do?
Not particularly.
Could you do it for us now?
No. Definitely no.
I guess it's something you have to do outdoors then. Do you enjoy doing this, Pat?
Oh, very definitely.
Could you do this at a party in front of a lot of people?
No.
If you and I were to do this, could you do it better than I can do it?
I just said that would have to remain to be seen. There was no answer we can give to
I
it.
think I could do it better.
Oh, you have practice. All right, there's $10 down, $70 to go, and Jane Meadows.
Mr. O'Brien, have you been doing this thing for a long time?
Quite a long time.
Do you do it at regular intervals?
No, not regular.
You don't. Would it help me to know the place that you do this?
May I have the question again?
Would it help me to know where you do this thing?
Oh, I think it would, yeah.
Do you do it indoors?
Yes,
Do you do it in any particular room in a house?
yes.
Do you do it in the upstairs part of the house?
In this particular case, yes.
Do you do it in the bedroom?
No.
You don't do it in the bedroom? Do you do it in the bathroom?
Well, that's, how do I...
Oh, I'd say yes.
Yes.
Very definitely, yes.
Do you do it at any particular time of day?
Yes.
Do you do it at night?
Sometime.
Is it a physical thing that you do?
Partly, yes.
Do you do it from the neck up? You do?
I think the answer to that would be partly from the neck up.
Well, yes, it is a suggestion to do it, yes.
Well, then it wouldn't be something like brushing your teeth?
No, not at all.
Do you do it with your whole body?
No.
No?
Well, Pat, can we have a small get-together here?
Well, all right, yes.
I'll have to say the whole body
The whole
is
body.
involved. Yes.
Then
clarify
do you do
this for me.
Do you do it in the tub or the shower?
Well, are you asking me which is which, or,
Well, when you're in the tub, you're under the shower, aren't you? At least you are in my house.
When was this? No, I mean, you have to ask that
Do
question in
you
two
do
parts.
it in the tub?
No.
You don't.
All right, there's $20 down and $60 to go. Mr. Melville Cooper, who at least knows what his next question is going to be.
Well, obviously, is it anything to do with a shower?
Yes.
Is it the way you take a shower, or how many showers you take a day?
Well, that's partly it, yes.
Partly the secret?
Yes.
No, not how many he takes.
No, not numerically speaking, but that's part of the...
The way you take a shower. Well, how many ways are there taking a shower?
He thought up a new wrinkle, I'll tell you that.
Is it the sort of shower you take? Like a hot water shower or a cold
No,
water
it's the sort of shower, I would say, wouldn't you?
Well, is
No,
it-
well, not in the sense that it's a hot water
Not in
shower
what it's-
or cold water
No.
shower, no.
It isn't the
Temperature of the water has nothing to do with it.
temperature- Well, is it other than water in the shower?
No, you use water in the
Well,
shower.
there's water in the shower. I'd have to. I wouldn't take a shower.
I thought perhaps you had a special shower in the bathroom of yours where some
No?
milk
different.
came out, or scotch or something.
No special shower, $30 down, $50 to go, Miss Lorraine Day.
Pat, is this something you do while you're taking a shower?
Yes.
Do you sing while you take a shower?
Sometimes, but that isn't my secret.
Do you read while you take a shower?
My what?
Read. He said this is a new wrinkle. That would be a new wrinkle.
No, definitely not.
But it's something you do while you take a shower.
That's right.
You don't practice golf or anything like
No.
that. Would I do it in my shower? Would Bill or Melville do it in their shower?
They might.
Conceivable. There is $40 down and $40 to go. The last time around for the panel, Bill Cullen.
I'm trying to think of all the things I've ever done when I'm taking a shower. Nothing. The thing that you do, I assume only a man would normally do. Is that right?
That's quite correct.
Do you, what does only a man do? You smoke while you're taking a shower?
That's exactly it. The man smokes his cigar while he is in the shower.
How does it stay lit?
He has the cleanest cigars in town. I want you to know. Pat, will you tell us now, how do you do this thing? How do you keep the cigar lit?
That's my secret.
And now let's welcome our next contestant on the show. Will you please come in and have a seat? Can we have your name, please, and where you're from?
I'm Mrs. Freeman from New Brunswick, New Jersey.
New Brunswick. All right, she has a secret for our panel. She will remind me of the secret panel, and we will reveal it to the audience at home. Here we go. Okay. Anybody we know?
We run around with.
Well, let's see now. To help classify this secret panel, I will tell you that this is a social event in which she took part. And we'll start off with Miss Lorraine Day.
Well, this social event in which you took part, was it recent?
No.
Was it when you were a debutante or...
Thank you. Approximately.
Approximately. Well, was it something that was very rare, or do they have it every year?
Well, this didn't happen every year, I wouldn't
No,
say.
I'm supposed to answer yes or no.
All right, no.
No.
No. Is it something that you won or something that you did at this event? What are we supposed to be trying to guess? Is it something she won, something she did, or something
No.
she was?
Well, that's three questions. That's three questions. We'll start with the first one. It is not something that she won. All right, there's $10 down, $70 to go. Mr. Bill Cullen.
Are we interested in finding out what social event you might have attended?
Yes.
Was it a social event at which many people were present?
No.
More than one? It has to be. It won't be social. 2 people?
Yes.
Was it in the
Did you
nation?
say more than 2 people?
No, just 2 people.
No.
No, there were 2 people. Is that right?
There were more than 2 people.
Oh, there were more than 2 people. Were there less than 10? Was it a party of some kind, a private party?
Yes.
Am I interested to find out where the private party was?
Yes.
As in, like what city or in whose house? Whom's house?
Yes.
Well, your location and whose house would both help you. But whose house in particular?
Good old whose house.
Remember Charlie, whose house?
Oh, Charlie, whose house?
Sure.
This house was it? What? This person whose house it was where you were they a famous person?
Locally?
Oh, the
Locally.
town so and so. I mean,
What is a town so-and-so?
I used to have an uncle who was a town so and so.
Well, look, panel, I am sorry. I've just gotten the unhappy word that our time is up, so we're going to have to forfeit our complete $80 to Mrs. Freeman, which she doesn't mind at all. Will you tell your panel what your secret is?
I had lunch with a cannibal.
Can you tell us briefly how it happened, Mrs. Freeman?
My husband and I, several years ago, were in a copra schooner in the Fiji Islands, and we stopped in a village and were invited to lunch by the local chief, who was from a tribe of cannibals, former cannibals, but when he was young, the tribe practiced cannibalism.
Miss Freeman, thank you very much from Prom Home Permanent. I'm glad you got out of the lunch alive. Nice to have you. Good night. But who, huh? Well, that's all the time we have for guests and secrets tonight. In just a moment, I will tell you about the famous celebrity who is going to be third degreed by our panel on next week. Now, my friends, next week at the same time, our panel will do their best to uncover the secret which is being kept by young Mr. Mickey Mantle, the sensational young outfielder for the New York Yankees. And there will be other interesting people, too, to share their secrets with you. Until that time, may I say goodnight to our panel, Mr. Bill Cullen, Miss Jane Meadows, Mr. Melville Cooper, and Miss Lorraine Day. Until next week, then, when we all meet here on I've Got a Secret, this will be Gary Moore saying bye-bye for all of us. Be very kind to each other, will you? Bye out there.
Tonight, I've Got a Secret was brought to you by Prom Home Permanent and White Rain Lotion Shampoo. Tune in again next week when I've Got a Secret will be brought to you by the makers of Arid Green Deodorant.